Welcome to the PFD Performance YouTube channel. Pretty friggin' deadly. Alright, day 3 here at Tulsa Raceway Park. A little bit of a late night last night. Rich Guido needed to tear his transmission out because his clutch was slipping and he figured it was a little bit glazed. So he pulled that out and ended up also needing a pilot bearing. So that was cool. And then Rovic needed to pull his Turbo 400 out because it was leaking. So he pulled out the trans, had to take the bell housing and pump off. Nothing seemed horrible with the seals, but they were a little bit older. We got that all put in. He went for a little rip about 130. No leaks, so maybe we did something. Maybe we didn't. We'll find out today. But ultimately, I think I rolled into the hotel just after 2. I think he packed it in right around 3 once he got all his tools and stuff organized. So a little bit of a late night last night. So might have to find a little corner for a siesta today after having some breakfast tacos. It would be fitting. But yeah, it seems like it's going to be another good race day. Good turnout with the spectators. Try and just run another decent run and get on the road and get to some touring.
That's right in par with what she went 679 on her first pass. Can she improve here? That's 675, so she improves by 400. So a great first round shot for both drivers. Here comes our next pair of cars. Rovic and Rich, the man from the Yukon right hand side, the 67 Oldsmobile. He'll line up with the Charger Hellcat. That's John Sally left side, 2017 model Charger Hellcat. Right now, as I mentioned, Rovic, another nitrous ride. He was in the number 10 spot yesterday until he got bumped by Lamar getting into the top 10. He's see how he does here. He's right hand side. Running 831 to 94 miles an hour on the opposite side of the the chess match. Rick Stanky's gone 543. Jason Russo just ran 539. They both still have room left to improve. Do they come back around and make another hit? Or do they call it good and get the cars ready to go on the road? Here comes the 1955 Chevy wagon of Chris Patchen. Patchen on the right-hand side. He's up against Colin Rock. Follows at 665, 109 for her ride. Ryan Hill, Ryan in the sleeper 580 Ford Mercury wagon. Don't sleep on this wagon. He's currently top 10 with this wagon. It's averaging in the fives. 595 is the average. He'll line up with Rovic. Rovic out of the Yukon and the Oldsmobile left side. That's Ryan's best run of the week. 6:34, 108 for Rovic is. Young and Alexis Zarat. Or Zarate. Alexis on the left side of the racetrack in her first drag and drive ever in the 1969 twin-turbo LS swapped Camaro. I believe it's the only LS swapped Camaro in 1969 version that's on the property.
All right, so that was Rich's second pass today. Last night we were up late, like I said. He needed to knock the glaze off the disc, and he ended up fixing the pilot bearing. But first run today was like a 589, so still pretty decent. I think his fastest on the event prior to that was like a 585 or a 586, but he just ran like a 576. So that's better. So I guess the new high performance resurfaced clutch on the parking lot is working and doing better. I'm not sure if he's going to go for another run, but I think us E-Class cars are up in the lane, so I'm going to get ready and head up myself, try and run an 8 something, and then off we go.
Yesterday. Apparently the transmission decided. 633 and 109 staying right in that against the Club Sport wagon. There's actually a bunch of the road edition Bel Air. He goes 816, 84 miles an hour in the wagon. Rich, who is still in the top 10, actually ran his best pass today after being in the 580s like a bracket car.
That was a little bit slower, but that's definitely the warmest I think the car's been sitting in the lanes. Ended up idling for a bit longer than I expected with the way they have the lane set up. But hey, I think we ended up running somewhere in the 8.8s. I do think that's the hardest it's like left. It launched really hard, but it also only reported a 211 60 foot on the draggy here. But yeah, it ripped good. The shifts are a little on the goofy side. Nothing crazy, I think it's just a little slow on the shift. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be, but that's the way that it is. But we're having fun.
Autobots, roll out!